So we're just passing Father's Day, and I actually interviewed a couple gentlemen on the come up, gentlemen that I deem as good fathers. I asked both of them the definition of a good father, and just to sum it up, both of them kind of said that some of the similar things, but the common thing that they had in common was present. A man who is present, right? Now, while doing his interview, there was a clip in one of them, and it was one of the gentlemen, Mr. Mike Culliver, was taking his son fishing, teaching him how to fish. And his son baited the hook, threw it in there, cast it in there, and caught him a fish. I mean, the joy in Mr. Culliver's, in his language, that you could just hear through his speech, that pride that he was taking in what he was doing, was just a blessing to me. And I couldn't help but to think, like, man, like, I missed out. You see, my father wasn't in my life. And I ain't had nobody early on to take me fishing and do all those different things. But in this, you know what I mean, it made me think about some things, and I think a lot. You know, I'm sitting here in the car right now, and I'm thinking. And it took me back to a place, maybe 4 years ago. I worked with a kid through Saginaw. And he had came into where I work at, our program. And the gentleman, through his stay, man, I mean, he was making some progress. You know, I talked to him, and I know when he came, you know what I mean, some of the conversation that I had with him, it was a lot different when he left. You know, our program takes him out, shows him some things, you know what I mean, and the whole time he's being able to see different men, different sets of men through the people that he worked, that work there. He's seeing different men, he's seeing different sights, he's outside of his little hood, right? And he was making progress, and I talked to the gentleman, and I was trying to be optimistic and be hopeful for when he left, that he was going to change. But see, the thing about it is in these kind of programs, you never know what happens when they go back. Maybe about a month in, that gentleman, we got a call back, had got killed. You see, he got some new tools, but his environment was still the same. And you know what I mean? Even if I'm sitting up here thinking about it right now, it brings a tear to my eye, because, you know, this gentleman didn't know anything different. He didn't know anything different, right? He just only knew the streets. And see, I can relate to that. I can understand that. You know what I mean? I think that most black people can understand that, even though I didn't come from that kind of hood. You know, I didn't come from somewhere where people were dying every day. But you know, I saw the black struggle. You know what I mean? I saw the fact that most of my friends didn't have fathers. You know, I saw that mostly everybody I knew either sold drugs or took drugs. I saw crackheads constantly all around cleaning up for change. I saw all of those different things, you know what I'm saying? And the one thing that I didn't see on a regular basis is positive men that were doing something. I didn't have role models, right? This gentleman had it worse than me. He didn't have role models, right? All he saw was murder. He saw drugs, violence, all of those different things, and not only in his community, but what's being shown to him through the music, through the media, right? And so I get pretty passionate about this, and you know, the thing about it is like, this struggle is so real, and yet a lot of people that don't live it don't understand it. So when you talk about it, you know what I'm saying, the injustice, the unfairness, you know what I mean, they look at you like you crazy, but you're not crazy. You're not crazy. See, this stuff is real, right? That doesn't give us an excuse, though. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't give us an excuse, because that's what we're doing here at the Come Up. You know, we're trying to show the positive sides. You know what I mean? We don't want the media just to control how we're viewed, right? We don't got to be viewed like animals. We're not animals. You see what I'm saying? We're intelligent, capable of doing anything, but the only thing is that a lot of times these young kids don't know that. They don't understand that, because only thing they see is what they see. They see their little environments. And so, I guess my message today, I mean, I just wanted to talk about this because I was feeling kind of emotional about it, right? This gentleman went home and died, got killed. That ain't the only one. That's not the only one. But he didn't know better. We gave him some tools, but he went back to that environment, and that's what his environment produced. Now you can say, you know what I mean, why don't his parents move to a different environment and all those different things, but we have to address so many different things before we get to talk about that. We get to talk about, where is his dad? His dad is probably in prison. And if we think about prison, we have to think about mass incarceration. We got to think about all of these different things. I mean, see, and we right now, you know, everybody. It's almost like I hate bringing racism up and systematic racism, because that's what I really focus on, is systematic racism. Is that these things started somewhere, and they don't just change. You know what I'm saying? These things continue. Just like if you teach your kid how to fish, he'll pass it on to his son and his son and his son. But see, what we see here is that, you know, when we're talking about the black family, I mean, when you look at the black family, you're usually looking at a single mother with some kids raising some boys, and that's some bull. And it doesn't always just fall on the dad. I mean, we got some deadbeat dads, but a lot of it is the system. The system needs to change. But of course, if everybody keep ignoring it and acting like, you know, it's not a problem, and like it's just you. No, you need to find something. That's the problem. Those people are the problem. We have to know that there is, in fact, a problem, and we have to fix it all together. I'm not talking about separatism or pointing the finger at one specific person, but I know that the system is broken. The system is wrong. And I want to do everything that I can do. And through showing positive examples on the Come Up, that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to have the talks. We need to have the talks, but we also need action. So let's get this thing going. Let's put action forth. You know, I desperately need everybody to support us. I mean, supporters don't cost you no money. I'm just talking about engaging. Tell us how you feel. You know what I mean? When you see these videos, share these videos, like these videos, subscribe to the channel. Tell us how you feel. We're doing this for you. We ain't getting paid, right? We're doing this for the people. We're doing this for our community. Come on, people. Stop buying into all of the negative stuff. Stop eating up everything negative around you. All of the fight videos, all of the black shaming, all of these different things. That's garbage. It's dung. It's garbage. I'm out.